Hey guys, it's Mr. Sheehan here. This is going to be an extra help video where I'm actually going to be walking through with you guys a problem from specifically the 11.1 practice problem worksheet. So I'm actually going to be walking you through, specifically we're going to be taking a look at number 1 here. Okay, so I'm going to read off what it says on here. Zoom in. I'm going to read off what we're working with here. And then we're going to set this up, and I'm going to solve it here on this blue sheet of paper. So, okay, looking at number 1, lead will react with hydrochloric acid to produce lead 2, chloride, and hydrogen. How many moles of hydrochloric acid are needed to completely react with 0.36 moles of lead? Okay, and we've got I gave you guys the balanced equation here in order to solve this. Okay, so. Okay, let's just reread this question real quick. Lead will react with hydrochloric acid. Okay, lead reacting with hydrochloric acid, cool. It produces lead 2 chloride. Okay, see that right there. Lead 2 chloride and then hydrogen gas. Okay, cool beans, man. Now the question is asking specifically how many moles of hydrochloric acid, okay, this stuff right here, how many moles of hydrochloric acid are needed to completely react with 0.36 moles of lead. So this stuff. So we're going from here to here. We're going from moles of lead to moles of hydrochloric acid. Okay. So that is our starting base here. So we're again going from moles of lead to hydrochloric acid. So let's take a look here. So I'm going to write down what we're given so far. And what we're given so far is 0.36 moles of lead. Okay, that's what we're starting with. Now, where are we going though? So let's take a look here, and we're going to take a peek at what our balanced equation looks like. And it looks like our balanced equation looks like this. We'll have 1 mole of lead to 2 moles of hydrochloric acid to 1 mole of lead 2 chloride, to 1 mole of hydrogen gas. So here's our molar ratio for the entire chemical equation. Now remember, we're only wanting to know about this in this guy, okay? Or because we're going from moles of this to moles of this. So really, we really only care about these two right here. We don't have to worry about this over here. It's just asking about moles of lead into moles of hydrochloric acid. So it looks like our molar ratio between lead and hydrochloric acid is 1:2. So to translate that into our conversion factor here, again, we're starting with 0.36 moles of lead. So we know that moles of lead are going to go on the bottom here, and we should know that moles of hydrochloric acid are going to go up top. Okay. And now all we got to do is we just have to plop in our molar ratio. So our molar ratio is going to be that there's 1 mole of lead for every 2 moles of hydrochloric acid that will react together in this equation. Okay, so then it's just going to be 0.36 times 2 divided by 1, which that's going to give me something roughly of, actually not roughly, I'm going to pop this in my calculator. So easy peasy, just 0.36 times 2, and then that's going to give me this, it's going to give me 0.72 moles of hydrochloric acid that has to react with the 0.36 moles of lead. And I have my problem. Now just to work backwards on how we got to moles of hydrochloric acid, remember moles will cancel out here, lead cancels out here, and all we're left with is going to be moles of hydrochloric acid. Also notice, got 2 sig figs here, 2 sig figs here, okay? Also notice, I carried every single little bit of information that I needed to throughout my work here. I showed moles of lead, okay, moles of lead, okay, moles of hydrochloric acid. Okay, I'm writing down every little bit of information I need to in my work so that I can show you how it is that I came with moles of hydrochloric acid. So there is the first answer to this worksheet. So hopefully this helps and to kind of keep you on track here. So again, the answer is going to be 0.72 moles of hydrochloric acid is going to react with 0.36 moles of lead. if you guys still have any questions concerning these kinds of problems, like if you need help when it comes to like knowing where you're starting and where you're ending, so meaning what stuff am I starting with and what am I converting to, talk to me. I can help you kind of decipher these word problems, help you look at what different elements of these word problems are telling you, what you're starting with and what you're gonna end with, all that good stuff. So if you need help with anything, make sure you get a hold of me and I'll try to help you as best I can. Fridays are still available for you guys to come in to work with me if you need that extra practice, all that good stuff. Any way that you can get a hold of me, guys. And if not, I will see you guys in the next one.